Welcome to Peer Tutoring, Tutor Training Number 1. Welcome. Thank you so much for choosing to become a peer tutor at Eastern. You are an important part of our student development team. My name is Liz Peck, and I am the tutorial coordinator here at the Cushing Center for Counseling and Academic Support. In this first training session, I'll be reviewing important information regarding our peer tutoring manual, the philosophy of tutoring, tutor responsibilities and guidelines, how to get paid, a very important one I know, confidentiality and emergency procedures, and we'll talk about how to access student syllabi and meet with professors. The Peer Tutor Manual. Once a tutor has been hired by me, they are added to my Peer Tutor course on Brightspace. If you do not have access to this course yet, please email me and I will add you. Our manual is listed under Content. You'll notice that it is quite thorough, so please take your time to read through it. The last page of the manual displays the National Tutor Code of Conduct. Please print that page, sign, and return to me once you have completed reviewing the manual. Eastern provides free peer tutoring to all traditional undergraduate students. Your job is to support and supplement classroom and textbook learning, not to take the place of the professor. And your goal is actually to work yourself out of a job. We want to create successful independent learners. So by sharing your knowledge and strategies with your fellow students, you will be equipping them with the skills to move on independently. Hopefully, that's the goal. As such, I welcome your content knowledge and the tricks and strategies you have used to learn the material you are tutoring. Share these with your students. Help them gain the confidence they need and reinforce good study habits with them during your sessions. Tutor responsibilities. Tutors must follow Eastern's Student Employment Program guidelines and responsibilities. This can be found in the Student Employment Handbook located on the university's website. Other responsibilities include being on time, scheduling sessions with your student, and completing the tutor logbook entry after each session. Tutor logbooks are located in the Peer Tutor drawer of the corner hutch in the tutoring center. Other responsibilities. Simply put, please try to keep the center clean by picking up after your sessions and making sure any trash or food items are thrown away. The tutoring center can get very busy and be loud at times. If you find that this space is not working for you and your student, please feel free to relocate to an alternate space that better suits your needs. I'm going to pause here for a few moments for you to read over some of the other guidelines. Let's talk a bit about the last one, handling cancellations and no-shows. Unfortunately, no-shows do happen, and many times they happen without any communication from the student. If you are emailing students ahead of time or texting them ahead of time, this can help avoid unannounced no-shows. If a student doesn't show for one of your sessions, I would simply email them as a courtesy and let them know that you were waiting for them, ask if anything came up, and see if they would like to reschedule. If this happens regularly, week after week, especially if it's happened 2 or 3 times, please get in touch with me and I will reach out to the student to see if they still are interested in receiving tutoring. I value your time. I know you value your time, and I don't want you to be wasting your time with no-shows. If a student cancels ahead of time and you are able to, please reschedule for another time during the week. If you are not able to schedule for that week, please just let the student know that you will see them during your regularly scheduled time the following week. Getting paid. So important. Under Student Employment Programs on the university website, you can find a link to electronic time cards. Paychecks are issued on Fridays, bi-weekly. Hours must be submitted by noon the Sunday prior to a pay week. You will need to log into MyEastern and follow the prompts on the Student Records tab. I'm going to give you some time to read through the procedures for logging your hours. Again, it can be found on Eastern University's website as well. Please note what I have highlighted in yellow. Once you have entered all of your hours for the entire pay period, be sure to review your hours very carefully. Click on the Click Here to Finalize link under the Total section at the end of the entire pay period. You must finalize your timesheet by noon on Sunday after the pay period. That would be the Sunday before the Friday that the paycheck would be issued. Confidentiality and emergencies. Dr. Lisa Hemlick is the director of the Cushing Center for Counseling and Academic Support. All tutors, once hired, will need to read through and sign the confidentiality agreement. This shares important information about confidentiality when working with students and also lists who you can seek out for support if you are ever concerned about something you hear or see in a session. Please don't ever hesitate to come to me if you are uncomfortable with a conversation you have had with one of your students or need to clarify a communication. Remember, see something, say something is a good motto for encouraging positive mental health. The syllabus and professor communication. Yes, you can communicate with the professor that you are tutoring one of their students, and we encourage this. You can also ask to meet with a professor to make sure you have all the content knowledge you need to best serve the student. And that meeting is paid, so make sure you log the time that you meet with a professor. At the least, please contact the professor by email, introduce yourself, and request a syllabus for the class you are tutoring. Thank you again for choosing to work with CCAS. I am very glad you are here.